Who could have imagined this just a few months ago? The same Antony who was once written off as finished, now lighting up La Liga with Real Betis. Yes, the Brazilian winger everyone doubted is suddenly back in the headlines, delivering goals, assists, and confidence like never before. But the real question fans are asking right now, has Antony done enough to earn a Brazil call-up for November's friendlies? Let's dive into his stunning comeback story and what it could mean for his international future under Carlo Ancelotti. Brazil has already booked their ticket to the 2026 World Cup. And while the nation breathes a little easier knowing qualification is secure, the real work for coach Carlo Ancelotti has just begun. November's FIFA international window will feature two crucial friendlies, matches that Ancelotti himself has called the first step toward the World Cup. On November 15th, Brazil will face Senegal at London's Emirates Stadium, followed by another big clash against Tunisia in Lille on November 18th. Ancelotti made it clear, these are not just friendly matches, they're auditions. He wants to see who's in form, who's mentally ready, and who can truly blend into his tactical system before the world's biggest tournament begins. Enter Antony. The Brazilian winger's story has taken one of the most dramatic turns of the season. After a disappointing spell at Manchester United, plagued by injuries, criticism, and a complete loss of confidence, many believe his career at the top level was over. He looked like a shadow of the dynamic, fearless player who once dazzled fans at Ajax. But that was before Real Betis came calling. Since joining the Spanish club, Antony has been nothing short of electrifying. Match after match, he's been involved in goals, assists, and fluid link-up plays, breathing life into Betis' right flank. His acceleration, quick dribbling, and sharp finishing have made him one of the team's most influential players this season. La Liga defenders are finding out the hard way that Antony's confidence is back. The swagger, the creativity, the signature step-overs, they're all there again. And suddenly, the same fans who once questioned his future are asking, is this the return of the real Antony? Brazilian sports media can't stop talking about him. Several outlets have reported that Carlo Ancelotti and his coaching staff are keeping a close eye on Antony's progress in Spain. And that makes perfect sense. Ancelotti has repeatedly emphasized that reputation means nothing without performance. In a recent interview, the veteran coach said, "We're not looking for names. We're looking for players who perform consistently, decisively, and with the right mindset. These friendly matches will show us who's ready." Those words send a clear message across Brazil's football landscape. Current form matters more than fame. And that's exactly where Antony has an advantage right now. Of course, earning a spot in Brazil's attacking lineup is never easy. The competition is fierce. Raphinha, Rodrygo, Vinicius Jr, Gabriel Martinelli, and even teenage sensation Estevao are all fighting for limited winger positions. But Ancelotti's selection philosophy gives hope to players like Antony. He values rhythm, consistency, and confidence over club status. If you're performing week after week, even at a smaller club, Ancelotti notices. That's how players can suddenly force their way into the national picture. And right now, Antony's case is stronger than it has been in years. At Real Betis, Antony has already become a key figure in their attacking structure. His chemistry with the midfielders, his timing of runs, and his improved finishing have been crucial in Betis' recent victories. He's not just contributing with goals and assists. He's creating width, stretching defenses, and giving the team an unpredictable edge in transition. Tactically, he fits perfectly into Ancelotti's ideal blueprint. A winger who tracks back, presses intelligently, and attacks space with pace and intent. Sources close to the Brazil camp even suggest that Ancelotti appreciates Antony's renewed discipline and improved decision-making, qualities that were missing during his Premier League days. It's hard not to admire the transformation. A year ago, Antony's name was mostly associated with frustration and missed potential. At Manchester United, he was criticized for his lack of end product and predictability. But in Spain, the environment seems to have reignited his joy for the game. The Brazilian winger looks free again, smiling, expressive, and fearless. For many players, confidence is everything. And for Antony, that regained belief might just be the most important factor in reviving his international career. Carlo Ancelotti isn't just assembling a team, he's shaping a generation. With Brazil's qualification secured, his focus has shifted toward balance, chemistry, and mental strength. He wants a group of players who not only shine individually, but also elevate the team collectively. That's why he describes every match as a World Cup test. It's his way of telling players that every minute on the pitch counts. Every performance is an audition for the biggest stage in football. And if Antony continues his current run of form, there's a real chance his name could appear in the November squad announcement. From forgotten to reborn. That would complete a redemption arc worthy of a Hollywood script. So here we are. Antony, once written off as another wasted talent, now stands on the edge of a remarkable comeback. He's turned criticism into motivation, failure into fire, and doubts into determination. The next few weeks will decide everything. If he keeps scoring, keeps assisting, and keeps leading Real Betis from the right flank, Carlo Ancelotti won't be able to ignore him. Because in football, form speaks louder than fame. And right now, Antony is letting his football do all the talking. Stay tuned, because Antony's comeback might just be the story Brazil's 2026 World Cup dream was waiting for. Brazil's soccer ball